Think you know the Spartans? You've seen the memes. You've heard, "This is Sparta!" shouted 1,000 times. But the truth behind that scream is darker than any movie ever showed. Real Spartans didn't just fight. They lived for war, trained to kill at 7, taught to die with pride. Sparta wasn't just a city, it was a war machine. From birth, every boy was examined. Weak, left to die. Strong, sent into the fire. A brutal training system called the agoge. The agoge didn't just teach you how to fight, it taught you how to suffer, how to steal, how to survive. Spartan boys were whipped, starved, pushed to the limit, all to create one thing, a soldier who would never retreat. The phalanx was their weapon, a wall of shields, spears, and unbreakable trust. Not just a tactic, a way of life. Spartans didn't run, even when outnumbered 10-1. And then came Thermopylae, 480 BC. 300 Spartans, tens of thousands of Persians, led by King Leonidas. They held the line until the last man. They knew they would die, and they stood anyway. Their sacrifice became legend, not just for victory, but because honor meant more than life. Spartan warriors aren't just part of history. They become symbols of strength, of loyalty, of impossible discipline. But behind the myth, there was pain, fear, and a world where weakness meant death. Could you have survived in Sparta? Subscribe to Historical Wars and discover who else in history was just as ruthless and just as unforgettable.